Hi, I'm Sarah from Moxie Makes, and this is Gizmo and Maurice. Or just Maurice, because Gizmo's hiding. But he is in there. So if you're watching this, you probably came from my other social medias. If not, I'll just quickly let you know who I am. I'm Sarah. I run a little art business called Moxie Makes. Basically, I draw stuff and then turn it into cute stickers and pins, bookmarks, etc. So recently, or soon, depends when you're watching this, I am launching a sugar glider collection because last October I got these two little babies and I love them very much and I wanted to draw them. He wants to come out but he's not sure. So Gizmo Maurice are sugar gliders, and sugar gliders are a marsupial native to Australia and the surrounding areas. They are called sugar gliders because of their sweet tooth, and the glider part comes from the fact that between their arm and their leg they have a membrane called a patagium, which allows them to glide from tree to tree in the wild, or curtain rail to curtain rail in your house. Maurice here, he's the troublemaker of the two. I drew him with rings in both of his things because he has a ring addiction. So not only is he a ringtail, he carries his tail in like curled up as well like a ring, whereas Gizmo just keeps his tail straight. And he also loves playing with plastic rings, which you'll see in the drawings that I did. But he carries his little plastic rings around, drags them into the pouch that he wants to sleep in, and his poor brother who sleeps with him just has to deal with being suffocated with like 7 rings at once. So Maurice also likes to do several laps around the living room. He likes to climb inside my partner's guitar and climb up the strings as well, plays a little tune. He also likes, if you leave a glass on the table, he will climb into the glass. So he is just a troublemaker. You can't take your eye off him. You can't even blink because he'll be somewhere completely different. Gizmo there, this little fella right here, he's quite shy and chill, especially compared to Maurice. When we let him out, he just climbs on top of the cage and just sleeps up there. He just does another little nap. He doesn't really go very far. He also likes to climb up the curtains, but when he goes up there, he will not come down. Maurice, for a glider, doesn't do a lot of gliding, just prefers to run about on the floor. Gizmo though, he's a good boy, and if you put your hand out for him, he will glide to it. Hello. Maurice is a darker colour. They're both mosaic morphs, but Maurice is darker and he has a ringtail, as you can see. He is going to piss on the pouch. I think one of them is peeing. They usually make, I don't know if you can hear it. That little hissing sound, they usually make that when they're peeing. Yeah, they're really nice boys, they're very gentle. They're quite hard to look after though. Sugar gliders, you need to blend up 450 grams of fruit and veg. It has to be about 2/3 veg, 1/3 fruit, and it has to have a calcium to phosphorus ratio of 2:1. You also need to add a lot of supplements. It has spirulina, calcium, yogurt. That's not a supplement, but it's got good stuff in it. What else do you have? You have high protein supplement. Alright, goodbye. High protein supplement, acacia gum, bee pollen. There's a lot that goes into their food. It's audio and editing Sarah here because camera Sarah is incompetent. So this particular diet is called the SGS2 diet, and it's the most commonly used sugar glider diet in the UK. They're also quite hard to buy toys and pouches for because it needs to meet a certain criteria, because their claws are like so fine that they'll get stuck to things if it's not the right material, and they also like to crawl inside things, so if like there's a hole that's too small they might get stuck. To the release, so we've got a little Maurice over. You can't have that. That's not for you. That's not for little boys, but it is you. It is you, but it's not for you. So yeah, we've got Maurice there with his little ring, just him tail carrying his ring. Gizmo with a yogi chop. That's another thing Maurice likes to do. He likes to steal Gizmo's food. They're constantly pushing each other's face away from their treats and trying to steal them from each other. And it's just Gizmo carrying his little tail. And then we have Maurice stealing Gizmo's yogi chop. These are vinyl stickers. They're all 3 inches along the longest side. These are what I'm most excited for. I'm always most excited for my pins. I usually get acrylic pins, but this time I've got wooden pins, and they are so cute, and they are so much nicer looking than my acrylic ones. So I think as I set out of acrylic ones, I will replace them with wooden ones as well. So we've got Gizmo with his yogi drop as a pin. It's a nice wooden pin with a rubber clutch. We have one of Maurice as well, carrying his little ring. Oh my goodness, it's you! It's you, Maurice! And then we've also got some sticker sheets. So this has all the drawings of Gizmo Maurice on it, plus some more little minimalistic bits. Got some rings, some yogi drops. They are 4x6 on matte sticker sheet paper. We've got 3 different colours, and they come with a little tassel. We've got one that's like a light pink. It's got both the boys on it, and it's got ring and yogis on it as well. It's got one that's a teal colour, and we've got one that is a beige, and they all come with a cute white little tassel on them. They are 230 GSM, so they're a little bit flimsy, but you're not going to be chucking your book around. So also not with me at the moment, I have memo pads. I will put in a photo of them. So that is my sugar glider collection. I'm really excited to have it launched. It might already be launched by the time you watch this, I'm not sure. We'll see. Are you gonna eat it? He's just sat with it there in his mouth. He's broken. Look at his face.